I have been pregnant 16 times. Count that on your fingers for a minute. It's a lot. 17 years ago, I was pregnant for the first time. That pregnancy was as normal as one could imagine. I never had any concerns or issues to suggest I might have complications in the future. So when our first daughter turned 1 and I found out I was pregnant again, I was beyond excited. Without any hesitations, immediately I started imagining our life with our new baby. At my 9-week ultrasound, however, we saw no heartbeat. This happened over and over, and after 3 consecutive losses, I finally went to get testing done. Without making this video an hour long, I'll summarize the next 16 years of my life and say that I did every single test one could imagine and still never came to a conclusion as to what could be causing my miscarriages. I've worked with the fertility clinic, hormone specialist, nutritionist, endocrinologist, homeopathic specialist. I've had muscle testing, biopsies, done multiple detoxes, cleaned out toxins in our home and diet, took baby aspirin to help with thinning the blood, took all sorts of supplements. The list goes on, you name it. I've been told not once, but twice by well-educated doctors that maybe my husband and I just must not be compatible from a genetic standpoint, and that our daughter must have been just a freak accident. I pleaded and pleaded with God. I cried to him. I screamed at him. I was angry. I was broken. I was hurt. I had so many questions. I just don't understand, why would he take all my babies from me when there are so many people out there in the world who don't want their babies, who abort them, who adopt them out, who abuse them, who I feel maybe shouldn't have them. We had a solid marriage, a good home. It just didn't make sense to me. One evening after dark, I was driving to our barn to feed the horses. It was a torrential downpour and the rain was beating heavy on the windshield. As I was driving, tears were pouring as hard as the rain. I was pounding on my steering wheel and I was mad. I was screaming at God, why? I don't understand. Why would you do this to me? Why would you allow this to happen to me? Why am I going through this? He responded with, be patient. And I saw it in my mind's eye, the capital letters, P-A-T-I-E-N-T. Be patient. I said, what are you talking about? What does that even mean, be patient? I have been doing this for years. Now, during that 6-year period of time, at that point in time, I was still losing baby after baby. My husband, Chris, and I were talking about the possibility of adoption. We knew we had wanted to adopt at some point. We discussed that before we had gotten married. We just didn't really know where to start, nor if we knew it was the right time. This is a big decision. So Chris made the comment, well, if a baby was dropped on our doorstep, yeah, I'd obviously adopt the baby. Well, only a few weeks later, a dear friend of mine called to tell me about someone in her family who was about to have a baby girl, but she could not keep the baby and needed to find an adoptive home for her. So I'd say that was pretty much a baby on our doorsteps. So we were blessed to adopt our second daughter through our local foster care. Her biological parents were even kind enough to welcome me to the hospital while she was born, and I was able to spend the 10 days that the baby needed to detox in the hospital, doing skin to skin and holding my sweet little treasure. God is a beautiful way of bringing joy and happiness into a difficult situation. About 3 years after we adopted our daughter, I found out I was pregnant again. I assumed it would go just as the previous 7 pregnancies had gone. No heartbeat at 8 weeks. However, this time, when I went in for the ultrasound, there was a beating heart. What did I do differently? Well, we moved into a new house with a hot tub, so I drank a small glass of wine every couple nights. in the hot tub. We were celebrating our new home. To be honest, I was certain the baby wasn't going to make it, just like the rest of them, so I kind of had like a screw it mentality. I didn't know what else to do. Another thing I did differently was I did take bee pollen to my shins. I know, what the heck, right? Someone told me it would help my body gently detox, since the shin is the liver meridian. So I did. And this baby made it full term. I gave birth to our third daughter at home in the middle of the night in a snowstorm. I waited so long and cried so many tears for her. So was I onto something? Was it the red wine and how it gently thinned my blood like aspirin? Was it the bee pollen detox? I had more questions than answers. The next few years were much of the same, pregnancies ending in miscarriage. But I did have 3 more beautiful children in the mix of those losses. For a time, I wondered if I was losing boy babies, as I had only given birth to girls, but that was soon found to be incorrect when I gave birth to our son. So here I am, having given birth to our 5th biological baby 3 years ago, having had 2 miscarriages since then, and I still have no idea as to the rhyme or reason as why some of these babies make it and some don't. I wouldn't take any of this back, though. The lessons I have learned, the growth that I've had, the closeness I've come to God, this is the true refiner's fire that the Bible talks about. This journey has led us to adopt our daughter and has allowed us to open our home to 11 foster children, something I would have never thought to do. One day, I was sitting in my living room, spending time with God, and I asked Him to show me my babies in heaven. So I closed my eyes, and He gave me this picture of my grandparents standing in the middle of this area, and about a dozen children all around them, all of different ages and sizes. They were grouped together around each other, around my grandparents. Some were holding each other's shoulders, some hugging each other, but all of them looking at me, waving and pointing as if to say, "There she is." This may be a story of loss, but only here on this earth. I have quite an amazing crowd of my children waiting for me when I get to heaven one day. Oh, can you imagine that reunion? As hard as it is, looking back at all the pain that I went through, I can truly, genuinely say that God is so good to me. And He loves me so much. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity that I had to strengthen my faith, to grow deeper in love with Him. I would have not have had that opportunity without experiencing this deep, deep loss and this horrible sorrow. So for that, I'm so thankful. My faith has been tried over and over, and it's just become stronger. I've learned to put my full trust in God. I've learned to surrender over and over. Surrender my future and my life to Him. I owe Him everything. All that I have. It's all because of Him. And His kindness and His goodness to me. And He's blessed me so deeply. More than I even deserve. And I thank Him. And I love Him so much.
I will worship in your house. Oh, my days, I will worship in your house. 'Cause in your courts is where I wanna be. One day there, then 1,000 elsewhere. In your courts is where I wanna be. One day there, then 1,000 elsewhere. Oh, my days, I will worship in your house. Oh, my days, I will worship in your house. Oh, my life, I will spend it at your Jesus, make a dwelling place in me. 'Cause in your courts is where I wanna be. One day there, then 1,000 elsewhere. In your courts is where I wanna be. One day there, then 1,000 elsewhere. In your courts is where I wanna be. One day there, then 1,000 elsewhere. In your courts is where I wanna be. One day there, then 1,000 elsewhere. And I will not stray from this place of friendship. My soul longs to be in your courts. I'll fix my eyes upon you, Jesus, as my life's transformed. And I will not stray from this place of friendship. My soul longs to be in your courts. Oh, I'll fix my eyes upon you, Jesus, as my life's transformed. And I will not stray from this place of friendship. My soul longs to be in your courts. I'll fix my eyes upon you, Jesus, as my life's transformed.
are safe here now in the Father's love. Rest your heart, let the mercy take you over. You are home here now in the Father's love. And never will I walk away, for nothing brings me pleasure more than just to sit and stay close to you. Every morning when you wake, you'll see my light still shining, and you know you're safe here in the Father's love. Rest your heart, let the mercy take you over. You are home here now in the Father's love. Never will I walk away, for nothing brings me pleasure more than just to sit and stay close to you. Every morning when you wake, you'll see my light still shining, and you know you're safe here and you'll know you're safe here. You know you're safe here in the Father's love.
There is no river that runs wide as your goodness. There is no mountain that stands tall as your faithfulness. There is no river that runs wide as your goodness. There is no mountain that stands tall as your faithfulness. And there's nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days your mercy followed me. There is nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days your mercy followed me. Father, you never delay in keeping a promise. There is no wonderful thing that you have withheld from us. Father, you never delay in keeping a promise. There is no wonderful thing that you have withheld from us. You've never been wrong. You've never been wrong. days, your mercy followed me. Oh, and the years have left no trace upon your unfailing love. Not one time have you forsaken me. No, never once. Oh, and the years have left no trace upon your unfailing love. Not one time have you forsaken me. No, never once. There is nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days, your mercy followed me. There is nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days, your mercy followed me.
Look into the cross. You capture life for us, keeping me in mind. On that tree you died. 3 days further on, the rising of the sun. Seasons change, but your love still remains. And I just wanna say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are faithful, God, and you're always for me. And I just wanna say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All my praise is yours, I give you glory. Made a home in me, and Lord, you never leave. You meet me where I'm at, guiding every step. We'll never part our ways. My heart, your dwelling place is you and me and you forever. And I just wanna say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are faithful, God, and you're always for me. And I just wanna say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All my praise is yours, I give you glory. You have saved me, and I will praise you, friend, forever. Jesus, thank you. You have saved me, and I will praise you, friend, forever. Jesus, I just want to say thank you, thank you.